Activision presents a smashing blast from the past. Developed by Vicarious Visions. It's Crash Bandicoot!
Hello everyone, and welcome. Oh boy. Here we fucking go. To the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I may regret doing this. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens.
Crash Bandicoot!
We're gonna play through Crash 1. This playthrough is gonna be through Crash 1. We're gonna do everything. I may regret this in the future. But okay. A lot of the games I have like kind of a storied past with, at the very least. At least a little bit. Not much with this. This is just a game I've had for a while. I've never really sat down and beat it until I went to practice for this. So here we go. Yep, overwrite my autosave. I don't need it. I made sure to manually save. This is gonna be a journey. I have not done everything in this game,
But Dr. Cortex,
but I've done just about all of it. I have 100%ed this game.
Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general, and he will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex. Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do. Failure again. Capture him!
Uh-oh.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
Well then. I don't know if I've ever sat through and watched that. It's not usually something I care enough to do with games. Games like this. Alright, here we are. In our first level, Insanity Beach. If you've never played a Crash game, oh boy. Our goal is relatively simple. Get through every level, break every single box. You can X to jump, hold it to jump for longer, square to spin, Y pulls up our Wumpa count, our box count for the level, and our life count. This is a PS1, this is a remake of a PS1 game, so we got lives to worry about. Spin enemies and they can go off into the distance and break things. This can be nice, but you don't always want this. You yourself can also spin away things like Wumpa Fruit. Again, you typically don't want that. Gonna try to make sure I have as many lives as I can get at all times, pretty much. Because, yeah, later on we're gonna be eating through lives. Should we open 3 of this box with the mask on it, we become invincible. Should we very quickly run through the level, having this also breaks any box we run into. and even ones beneath us, which is gonna be important. Did that break all of them? Oh shit. Not quite. It's fine. We head back this path, because this was a branching path. There are a couple boxes. Prepare to be doubling back on branching paths relatively often. Break every box in a level, get a gem. These are gonna be important. These are our main completion source. We cannot get the gem of every level right away. There's also this other icon. We're not going to touch on this yet. We'll come back to do that a fair bit later. But for now, let's move on to Jungle Rollers. A new box. Loading screen. If you spin this, it explodes and you take a hit. The first level of mask is just that, it doesn't glow. Second level glows. Third, you're invincible for a short time, and then once that's over, it reverts back to a level 2 mask. Let's grab our invincibility and go. Making sure to break every box on the way. That is a token, which is pretty... Wow, really? Man, if you went through the first level and kept your mask, it's just invincibility city, which I'm not against. Alright. This means we need a specific colored gem to go down a secret pathway, which also means we can't actually complete this level. We cannot get the gem here. We have to come back later. It's still a good idea to get as many boxes as you can, familiarize yourself. I'm just gonna purposely take a hit there because I can't be bothered to time that. But if you time that well, you can not explode the TNT and just get its timer started. Get 3 of a token in a level, and it will take you to a bonus stage. These bonus stages are required to get every box in a level. These early ones are relatively easy. That one is pretty simple. Some of the later ones are mean. Jumps can be slightly tricky due to the angle, but not too bad. Take your time. Nothing too bad so far. Missed 3 boxes that were down that path that the green gem will lead to later on. So once we get that, we can come back. Great, but you missed 3 boxes. Yeah, prepare to watch Crash get murdered by boxes repeatedly, because there are a lot of levels that we need a colored gem to get all the boxes in. It's not that many. I'm going to be trying to get things for first go. On these bouncy crates, if you hold X, bounce higher. That also applies for every crate. Oh good, another token. Sometimes this situation will occur. Be a little careful, as that metal box can crush you. So if you don't have a mask, you will take a hit. More or less free life there. Spin these, as it said on the loading screen. Let's see. Those monkeys, while they are rolling, you cannot spin to kill them. Turtles, if you jump on them, flip over and become bouncy platforms. We'll deal with more of those guys. I'll explain them later, since we are invincible at the moment. I think there's another one in this level. I could be wrong. You have these spike logs. Just gotta take your time. Don't rush. Not yet. Anyway. Even boxes like this wooden bouncy box must be broken. And ones like these where they make up your platforms, just take it slow, take it steady. I recommend holding jump so you bounce higher, have a little bit more time to position yourself how you want. Not too hard. Not too hard, not yet. It'll get there. And once again, we cannot move forward. There are 8 boxes beyond the end bit that we just can't get yet. I'm not sure what color gem that is. That might be yellow? I'm unsure, but we can't come back here for a while. Heh. There's gonna be a lot of doubling back. Thankfully, most of these levels are short. Can't break all the boxes in a level during a clear gem. This one I believe we can do first try. Yeah, we can do this one first try. Inside these little areas, make sure to break them all because it's sort of an auto-scroller. Keep running from the thing. Because we're running towards the screen, you gotta have decent reaction times. So be ready to hit jump at a moment's notice. This level's not too bad, but some of the later ones are. We also don't even need to be breaking all those boxes ourselves. It's mainly the ones in between, in the in-between sections, is make sure to break those. Don't miss the one at the start. That one can be a little easy to miss if you're not really thinking about it. The ones along the way, we do not need to break. The boulder will break them for us. I'm gonna go for style points and try to break them myself, but if you just want to keep running, make sure you're gonna not get killed, go for that. Break them all, get our gem, let's move on. We're already 10% done. Doing great. We're doing great. Hint, collect 3 face tokens to unlock a thing. Free mask here at the start. These lily pads will go underwater soon after we jump on them. If we fall in the water, we die. So, be careful. There's a little piranha fish trying to eat us and kill us. We have these moving platforms. I'm amazed I didn't get hit there. Those leaves react when you jump on them. There is another kind that I believe is in this level. If not, it's in later ones. I'll explain that once it shows up. Yep, there it is. Here's the other kind. It just snaps on a timer. And once again, we cannot get everything in this level as it requires a gem. You can at least show off the bonus. Some bonuses are locked behind having the gem. This one can be a little nerve-wracking with only single box platforms, but it's not too bad. Take your time, hold down jump so you have longer to react. It's not too bad. Lots of moving platforms. This one can be a little fun to time. And yep, we need... I can't tell what color gem that is. That red gem? It's one of the colored gems. I don't know. We're probably not going to double back to get all the clear gems until we have every colored gem. Just because that can get to be a bit of a pain. So we're not going to bother doubling back all the time. We already have our first boss fight. Papu Papu. Hint, body blows don't hurt him. The bosses in this game aren't that threatening. This guy's pretty easy. He's gonna sit in the middle of the room, slap that down, and spin around. Get onto his chair. When he starts spinning, hold down, jump, hold down and jump, and you'll bonk him on the head. Hit him 5 times. That's that. This fight is not hard. I would hope it's not hard for the first one, but this one is real easy. Not too bad. Pretty simple so far. Now if we go back here, there's actually this. We select this. We can have Coco join us. No. It doesn't really matter if you do this or not. Not gonna bother. Coco handles the exact same as Crash. It's not in easy mode or anything. It's the same. User if you want. I'm not gonna bother. I will note that if you're playing this, I imagine PC probably also has that as an achievement. There is an achievement for killing 5 enemies in a level as Coco. So, if you want to proper 100%, then I guess, yeah, you're gonna want to use Coco at least once. Now, we actually got a token there that wasn't in that first box we saw up there. That's because there were a handful of hidden boxes. You would have had to hold a jump on that to get those to come down. Don't always... There are a lot of times where boxes will be hidden off screen. It can be a bit rough. I imagine I'm probably gonna miss a handful of these myself, even though I've already done this game once. Damn it. Like right here. That's barely visible. It's a little rude. This platform here will fall away after jumping on it, so make sure to time things. We have yet another bonus level. Nothing too difficult. Take your time, hold down the jump button. I'm gonna grab that because I feel like it. Then you get just a bunch of free Wumpa at the end of this one. Nice and simple. We're already gaining up quite a stock of lives. Don't worry, we'll be burning through those at some point. Oh, there's our gem path for this level. Can't get it yet. Need the blue gem for that. As we can see, we've missed a token for this, so we cannot do that yet. I actually don't know if that's even on the gem path. I think I may have just missed that. Whoops. Oh. Not that it matters because we couldn't get all the boxes anyway. And we get to see Crash die because I missed 23 boxes. Whoops. I actually don't remember. I'm gonna have to double check now. Not that it matters. We can't get this anyway until later, but... But yeah. Alright. I think I'm prepared for this. We have another auto-scroller here in Hog Wild. If I can do this in one go, I will be kind of proud of myself. We'll jump to bounce higher on drums. We got a pig to ride. There will be checkpoints throughout, but I want to see if I can do this in one go. You can get the clear gem on this on your first try. If you miss a box right before a checkpoint, you can either come back and get it later or restart. I would personally just restart. Restarting, however, is a little weird in this game. Restarting does exist, but not for regular level runs. It exists later for time trials, which is a whole other part of this game that I don't know if I'll be doing. We'll have to see when the time comes. I'd like to do them. I did that with commentary. I'm kind of proud of myself. That's the easier one. There's a couple more. There's either one or two more. I don't remember. But I'm kind of proud of myself for doing that with commentary. If you want to restart a level that's not during a time trial, you must go into the pause menu, quit out of the level, and go back in. It's kinda dumb. It's kinda dumb. The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Alright, here's where I burn lives. Because I'm not good at this level. Hold jump on these to get the height you need. Give me that mask, because I'm gonna need it. If enemies are close enough together when you spin one, you will kill the next one in line with that first enemy. Didn't talk about this before, but these slopes with moss on them are slippery. You're gonna want to be careful. I'm amazed that counted my spin. Checkpoints are relatively generous in this level. You can jump on those little fire-producing things. And you're expected to later in the game, so yeah, that's fun. Now we have one of these guys. Jump on top of them, and then you can spin to kill them. If you don't jump on top of them, they will push you back off the platform entirely. Oftentimes onto one of these slippery platforms, so if you're not paying attention, it will just kill you. It can be a bit rough, these types of levels. But take your time, take it slow. You can also bounce on top of their shields when they put them above them. Here we have a required jump on one of these. Right into danger. Right into more danger. Jump and spin so you don't hit the TNT. Let it explode. I think it did kill one of the lives that were in there, but that's okay. We're at 32. We're not really hurting for lives. I'm gonna let this monkey head on over to the other side of that platform before I move on. Here's our 3. Nothing too bad. Nothing too bad so far. This one is mean. Hold jump so you can hit that box that is entirely off screen. And then we have these. prepare for platforms that are regular boxes that you have to break. There's a lot of bonus levels like that later. It's kind of brutal. Let's jump and spin to activate these platforms. It's a little far. There is a free mask there, should you wish to take it. I'm not gonna bother. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, these guys can put you into some dangerous situations if you're not careful. These are on slightly different timing intervals, so I'm just going to kind of wait for them to line up nicely. Because we're not in a rush here. Maybe they're not on different, whatever. Hard to tell. Now we're getting some of the more mean platforming where you have to kind of let things time out how you want them to be. We're starting to see some of the hard levels. Native Fortress is absolutely one of the first levels that is gonna give you some real trouble. But I believe we're at the end here. We need a red gem to discover a new pathway. Ah, and there's my first death. I couldn't remember where this was. I didn't remember it being this early. If you die, all of your masks that you had are gone. So it's honestly better to die by getting hit by something than falling. Because if you had even if you have invincibility, when you fall, you die and you lose all those masks. It's a little bit brutal. These are not set up how I want them to be. Okay. Now, that section... I disagree, game. I hard disagree with that. That section seems kinda tough. It's a little ridiculous. There is a way to cancel bouncing on those platforms, and it's kinda dumb that you need to do that at all, but there is a way to do it. If you spin right before you land, you will not bounce on the platform. Okay. Be a little careful with that, because you can, in fact, spin away extra lives, which is brutal to do. And we missed not a lot of boxes, but enough. Missed, what is that, 11? Okay. Alright, first, what was that, 3 deaths? It's gonna keep going up. You know what, actually, that's a really good spot to end off. That is the end of the first island. There are 5 islands? I can't remember. But, that's gonna be it for this one. Next time on Crash Bandicoot, we're gonna probably do most of the levels on the second island. Here's hoping. The game does ramp up in difficulty from here. Alright. See you guys then.